He is accused of being the mastermind behind a multi-million-dollar internet cafe scheme. Now this Jacksonville attorney faces a $1 million bond. What the lawyer for this lawyer is saying about getting his client out of jail. Good evening, everyone. For the second day in a row, things got heated in a courtroom in Sanford as close to 20 suspects and their attorneys went before a judge.
At this hour, these suspects, all charged with playing some kind of role in a $300 million internet cafe scheme, are still waiting to bond out of jail. A Seminole County judge set a range of bond amounts, some at $250,000, others at $1 million. But the suspects still face another hurdle before they can post that bond. We're covering today's developments from all angles. Channel 4's Haley Winslow is in Seminole County. Jim Piggott is looking at the link between the Fraternal Order of Police Foundation and the internet cafes. And Ashley Harding talked with one cafe customer who says he's now lost money because the place was shut down. We begin with Haley.
Mary, attorneys were pretty fired up today because they say once again they were not given a meaningful first appearance that would allow them to present witnesses and arguments that could enable their clients to be released on no bond, without bond, or on a reduced bond. Attorney Mark Najim calls it passion.
They can't even get into the front door of the courthouse. That's outrageous. It's not American, and it's worse than you'd find in a third world country. If we ended up hearing this was going on in Russia or China, we would be aghast, and it's happening in our own backyard.
Najim, a prominent Orlando attorney, represents internet cafe owners Tony Parker and Amir Wahid. He says his clients getting arrested is wrong.
They've been fighting it out in civil court for years as it relates to what defines a legal operation, and it's never been shut down. So, and these places are not underground. They're in shopping strips, they're in neighborhoods, they're all around. They pay their taxes, they have employees.
A judge set bonds for about 18 people. Here are the highlights. The ones usually putting on the handcuffs, FOP leaders Nelson Cuba and Robbie Freitas, are both charged with funneling $500,000. Ironically, that was both of their bonds today. Jerry Bass, the current commander of Allied Veterans, and attorney Kelly Mathis, who represents the organization, their bonds were both set at $1 million. Investigators call Mathis the mastermind behind the operation, but his attorney, Mitch Stone, says he was offering advice on how to legally conduct business. Why are investigators calling him the mastermind behind this then?
Well, there's a lot of information that I was able to glean from the arrest affidavit, and what I can establish is that they're declaring that lawsuits that he was involved with were an effort to protect these organizations. Now that's absurd in my view, because when you file a lawsuit, obviously you have to litigate in front of a judge and a jury.
A judge set some pretty strict conditions on these people in court today. They had to turn in their passports, and they're also not allowed to leave the state of Florida. The government also froze their accounts, and tomorrow they're going to have to prove that the money that they're able to post is clean money, that it was not obtained illegally. That will happen tomorrow morning at about 8:30 a.m., and then they will be back in court on May 7th for an arraignment. For now, reporting live in Seminole County, Haley Winslow, Channel 4, the local station.
Haley, what about relatives? Were any family members of the suspects seen in court today?
Mary, both days the court has been absolutely packed with family members. A lot of tears, a lot of people embracing each other. I think a lot of people in shock over this, but they didn't want to say anything to us on camera about it. Mary.
All right, Haley Winslow reporting to us live. Thank you, Haley.